All right to left, accelerated toss out. Again, we're calling this a toss because it has a free spin element. If it was an accelerated throw out, it would usually stay connected. So take a look at the pattern we're talking about. Getting out in front of our follower for 1, 2, and a 3, 4, and a 5, and 6. We use this a lot, and we use it anytime we're in closed position, but sometimes we use it transitioning out from an open position as well. And so I'm focusing on right to left because this is usually what we have when we set up free spins. And free spins have a tendency of just being very transitional, kind of slow, kind of thinker patterns, or just kind of autopilot. We like to try to bring as much attention to those moments so it really keeps our energy up throughout a dance to kill any of the down, quiet, or almost dead zones in a dance.
And what's doing that is the speed change. So with Jordan putting his arm out, there's a slight delay and then it accelerates the exit. So it has to me, a more powerful look than just keeping it more plateau.
So there's two things that really set the tone for this. One is the prep, leaders. A basic free spin prep to me opens the door and guides through. If you almost see I'm kind of starting the lawnmower there, I'm tossing the hand. The toss of that sends a follower past you, as well as you opening the door to show your follower, as I toss that hand, I want you to pass me. So those are the basic free spin elements. With this spin, the first thing that changes is I get out ahead of my follower. So 1, 2, I stay out ahead of her and I toss the hand in the direction she's coming from. So if you notice that normal follow through guides past my body and away, this hand prep is going to actually toss back towards your follow. And you're going to feel a slight bit of compression, not too much. But even for a follower that's socially going through the pattern, maybe anticipating a free spin and hasn't been led in this before, what she will notice is that you're almost spinning her on the spot. Now, what I like about that, I'm going to show you that from the back for a second. When I spin my follower on the spot, I now have the hand to work with. And because my follower is right in my hand, my forearm into my elbow, I'm going to have all of this to work with for the toss out. Now that acceleration, it doesn't feel aggressive because I'm connected to her body, so I'm not having to pull on the rope. The other thing I like about this is that leaders, you're trying to demonstrate in the signal of body language something's coming. So if you notice the reach, I'm going to have you step for 1, 2, and you're going to develop this. So I'm going to open the free arm, all right? I'm going to reach the free leg, and this is now me almost putting myself on the same weight changes as my follower. So when you toss your follower towards that back foot, if you notice she's kind of reaching or lifting her left leg, we're now on the same rhythm. So this puts me in her shoes. Where's my follower's weight? What does it take for me to get my follower to that left leg? Do I need to push from the ground? I want to make sure I don't just lead with the arm. The arm has follow through. All those elements that send me from right to left.
And I want to show that just that one section by yourself, how, because I want to emphasize it, how you showed the body and then the arm. Can you do that?
Yeah, leaders, if you notice that, again, when you're pushing from the right foot, this is the connection from floor up through the leg to the solar plexus. That's what sends. But again, if I send my body and leave the arm, I left my follower. So after the body lead, there has to be the follow through. We don't think of that as an arm lead. And that follow through, if you notice, that hand doesn't come to here, that hand doesn't come to my hip, that hand will actually pass your torso. So now if you place Tatiana in that exact position, all right, so she's already rotated, she's already set. When my arm tosses, it sends across because in a sense, you're not really asking permission, all right?
Nope.
You're kind of telling, you're the leader, and we want to create some acceleration. Now, think about this as a basic throw out. When you do a whip with a basic throw out, you lead with the body, you drive through, you send your follower down line. For this pattern, I'm starting with the body, getting out ahead, sending my follower down line. Anytime you accelerate your follower, you have to be ready for leverage. It usually won't be a heavy leverage, but I'm ready to catch on the other end, meaning that you had all of this drive sending your follower down line. The minute you send your follower out, you can't stay there. You need to switch sides. And that's a big part of the pop that comes from an acceleration is you send your follower at an accelerated pace, but then you shorten the distance your follower needs to go.
So I can catch the end of the slot and I get balance from that connection.
So one more time, and then we'll kind of break down the followers' footwork. Leaders, again, if you have trouble knowing where to place the hand, what would you do in a cuddle or a roll-in, roll-out? That hand would stay kind of at the base of the rib cage. So that means even though I'm letting go, my hand is in the exact same position. Now again, a flat hand makes your follower turn into closed. A hand wrapping the corner tells your follower you want to use that. That'll help your follower expand into the connection, and then you can toss out for that acceleration.
I want to show you one more angle. I'm going to start here and we're going to stop on that count 3. 1, 2, and 3. I just want you to see how Jordan is wrapped around. Again, this makes me stay forward. That's the audience. Makes you want to stare at the audience, stay forward. Again, if he goes even just that much, I'm going to want to rotate and go down the slot. So just be aware of how sensitive that is, okay?
Yeah, and leaders, this starts as anything other than the basic timing, meaning if you could get your follower to go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, that's already a change in speed. But down the road, the more confident your follower gets with connection, the leverage that you're offering, your follower could lay out. This could become a pattern that develops before it transitions. So I'm always open to the idea that there's a conversation about to happen here, all right? Followers, just take a look at your timing into this.
I want to count it with Jordan and then separate. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. I'm going to pop for 5 and just kind of go and 6 afterwards. Followers by yourselves. Okay, I'm going to go forward for 1, prep open for 2. Then I'm going to step and 3. I'm turning in place because my leader is tossing me in that direction. It doesn't make me want to travel. So 3, my leg is up. Then I feel the leader lead right away. So this is why this count is the way it is. Then I'm going to step out for and 4, collect my feet and get that bounce for 5, and then relax for and 6. So try that again without stopping. I'll do it the other way as well. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Right now, I don't have momentum, so you don't see the speed change, but we're just talking about the footwork. I'm gonna do it this way now, okay? Different direction. 1, 2, and 3, balance it. Then you can plie just a little bit as you kind of get that energy. And 4, collect 5, and 6. So now, with a partner, I'm gonna do it one more time so you can see it all together. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Now you see the power because of the lead, okay?
Yeah, the last thing is how you decide to exit it. Usually from the acceleration, you're gonna get there for and 5. That doesn't feel like it should then anchor in place. It usually feels like a catch or a stop, maybe even an open pose. So from that, how do we collect to transition out? Usually for us, it's an and 6. And if that and 6 has time to land and settle, we would normally come out with a walk-walk. Sometimes from hitting that 5, you'll find your feet maybe separated. Maybe you find that you're just piking and you don't have time to land on your 6. So this sometimes goes 5 and 6. That's the feeling of being in transition. And that's where we would love the ability or option to hold 1.
Can you do that one more time and stop on that kind of mid 6?
Yeah. So this is 4, and 4, 5, and 6.
I want you all to know that right now I'm tapping my 6. This is not an anchor. So if you're new in this dance, look at our body language right now. We're not at the end of the slot. There's no distance. That's why we now need a hitch to go away for 1.
If you could feel our connection, that resistance here, even though we have a solid post and a handhold, we don't have enough tension. So there's no point in Tatiana's body language or even connection that makes me feel like she's done. That's when I'd like to sometimes delay or know that I have more time.
Yep.
So again, we use both. And a lot of times for this move, it depends how long you stay in the deceleration, and it depends on how fast the music is. So again, one more time, seeing it all the way through. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Oh, we're landed. We could go 1, 2. Compared to a delay where we hold 5 and 6, 1 and 2. Interchangeable. We like both, but really it's this idea of getting your follower to feel a speed change in this basic throw out. Have fun with this. Use it in open position, and good luck.